Remuneration option is set to off.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So LSU's offense takes the field to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off at defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Looking to throw, it's Nunez. Makes the grab.
Slant route. You'll take that throw all day.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's John. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
They'll run for it. Fights off a defender.
You're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Nunez. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-bones against this receiver at his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. So Syracuse's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. That is just a punch in the gut for any offense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Washington. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. On the run, it's John. Got a little space. Turning on the Jets. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, I am a great play caller, when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if... There he goes! Oh, my goodness, he's still moving! Oh, and the ball's out after that big play!
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
The orange, after the explosive play, might go right back to the ground. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 40. He's loose. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And first down for the offense.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
7, Syracuse, 0.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Right back to the well. Stop is made, gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's square.
And give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Gonna run it. It's John. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's the handoff. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't.
So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Syracuse, 0.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Here's the pressure. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He's got it near midfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Nunez. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Leaves it with the back. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. LSU trying to convert a 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Gonna run it. It's John. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Here it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Nunez. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit, and the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Kick is in the air. Touchdown LSU! Special teams proving to be special. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Turns it loose deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll run it. Runs through the tackle. And runs through another guy. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. It's Nunez. Snagged out of the air. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Webb. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He's got his man. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. The give to the back. And he's still running after the move. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They're dealing with a second and long. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Looking deep down the right side. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week. And so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
LSU 24, Syracuse 6.
There. To kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Add the extra point to finish the drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. It'll be a draw. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Washington. And they can't make the connection.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They booted away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Owens.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
To the air, it's Washington. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He breaks a tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try the left side. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Starts to scramble to the left. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They'll try the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he added the extra point. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off play action on first down. Wide open downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Washington. Fires to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's got it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll test the right side. Turning it on.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him. Running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Just ran him over. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Powers through the defender. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Gives it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Picks up the 1st down. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of 1st downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. Direct snap. Across the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They go right back to it. Got the first down and more. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
They'll run play action. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Randall. Oh, they're after him. He makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and